Now, the NFL is going absolutely bonkers during free agency right now, so a lot of players are switching teams left and right. But for the final time, certain players either got an upgrade for their dev trait or they got downgraded. And today, we're gonna combine the best dev trait X factors with the worst dev trait normal and put them up against the triple S's, aka stars and superstars. Now, to prevent this from being just a battle of X factors versus superstars, we had to implement some rules. A team cannot have the same dev trait starting at back-to-back positions. So here's the X normals. Mahomes gonna lead the way. You have Cousins and Burrow. But then at starting running back, you have Jamal Williams, the highest overall normal dev. Backing him up is Nick Chubb and then Jerick McKinnon. Tyreek is gonna start at wide receiver 1, Samuel at wide receiver 2, Devontae at wide receiver 3, and then Zay Jones, and then Cooper Kupp. So since they had an X factor starting at wide receiver, they had to have a normal dev starting at tight end. So Dalton Schultz is going to lead the way in game 1, Kelsey's going to start in game 2, and Ertz, if there is a game 3, will be tight end. Unfortunately for them, there was no X factor lineman, so they had to go with all normal dev. Defense is just a little bit better. On the D-line, you have Donald and Autry, BJ Hill, Chris Jones, and Myles Garrett and Hendrickson. In the secondary, you have Ramsey, Pat Pete, Jair, Charvarius, and Big Play Slay. The only X factor safety was Derwin James, so he's starting. Adrian Phillips behind him, Hufanga and Hooker at free safety, and then Warner gonna be the only X factor starter at the linebacker position in game 1. Wagner at MLB 2, Houston and Shaquille Leonard, for whatever reason, got his dev trait dropped to normal. Don't know what he did to deserve that, but he's still a monster in my book. Game 2, however, he's going to take a backseat to TJ Watt, and Parsons will start as well. And then you have normal dev Townsend and Gano at kicker and punter. As for the triple S's, here's what their team is looking like. Herbert is going to get the start at QB. Tua's back up, and then Hurts is QB3. Mixon got downgraded to star dev. He's going to be RB1, JT RB2, and then Pollard RB3. At wide receiver, Amari Cooper leading the way. Then you have Hopkins, Godwin, Lockett, and CeeDee Lamb. Now, I don't know if it's just my Madden that does this. Like, it says guys like Jacobs are superstar, guys like Jamar Chase. Don't worry why he's on the Cowboys. I was trading left and right. Yeah, guys like Jair as well. It says superstar, but all three of those guys I just mentioned are X factors. So I don't know if it's just a glitch in Madden. It was just a little bit confusing. Back to the triple S's. Hawkinson starting at tight end, Waller behind him, and then Dallas Goedert at tight end 3. On the O-line, they had to alternate dev traits. So you have Trent Williams, Batonio, Kelsey, Lindstrom, and Lane Johnson starting in game 1. Then you have Ramczyk, Zach Martin, Creed Humphrey, Quentin Nelson, and Laramie Tunsil starting in game 2. On defense, they have Brian Burns, D-Law, Quentin Williams and Vita, and Jeffrey Simmons and Grady Jarrett. At cornerback, you have Marlon Humphrey, Kendall Fuller, Marshawn Lattimore, Denzel Ward, and the brand new Dallas Cowboys, Stephon Gilmore. Then at free safety, you have Simmons and Bates, the new Falcon, Buda Baker and Jimmy Ward, and then they're going to start 2 superstars at linebacker in game 1, Judon and Za'Darius, along with Edmonds and Bolton. Game 2 will be Milano and Reddick. They have 2 superstar kickers and punters, Justin Tucker and AJ Cole. 97 overall, 1 overall higher. Claim your team in the comments. The best of 3 series begins now. The X-Normals have the football first. Mahomes going over the middle. He's still gonna go to his tight end. Doesn't matter who is starting at tight end 1. He's gonna find that guy and get some yards. 2nd down and 2. First carry for Jamal. He shakes off the tackle but can't get past the second one. The triple S is looking to force a 3 and out on their first defensive possession. Man coverage. Mahomes throws a dot to Tyreek just like old time. The triple S's run defense is looking pretty good so far. They've allowed negative yardage. McKinnon gets about 1. Gonna be up to Mahomes. On this 3rd down and 11, can they keep the chains moving once again? 4-man rush. He barely gets rid of it. Incomplete pass. Now here comes the triple S's offense. Herbert under center. Gonna start off with a run. I don't think Joe Mixon was bad in the playoffs. I don't know if he deserved to get his dev trait reduced to star, but hey, EA thought so. And now Mixon is gonna show why he still deserves superstar, shaking off a tackle. Gonna be interesting to see what the Bengals look like next year with Samaje Perine going to Denver. So if Mixon gets hurt, I don't know what they end up doing in that situation. Obviously, fingers crossed. Hopefully there is no injuries and he can just be a starter the entire season. Anyway, 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz from the X-Normals. Herbert throws a laser. Now it's a manageable 3rd and 1. If I'm the defense, I stack the box. I think they're gonna run the ball. Hockenson in motion, Mixon right up the gut for another 1st down. Gotta leave it all on the field because most of these guys will not be starting in game number 2. So this might be your only chance. If your team loses both games, you're gonna end up going home. The Triple S's will settle for the field goal on their 1st drive. All right, so this one's starting off slow. Only 3 points total in the 1st quarter. But here come the X-Normals answering back with a touchdown. Triple S's get a touchdown as well. It's a 3-point game heading into half number 2. Actually make it a 4-point game. Speaking of 4s, it's 4th and 4 at the start of 4th quarter. The Triple S's are going for it. Herbert in the shotgun. Bottom of the screen. It's a 1st down. Obviously, there are a ton of wide receivers that fit the criteria that could have been on the team. We just went by the highest overall. 3 highest X factors were Tyreek, Devontae, and Kupp. Jay Jettas was the next one, but there's no space on the team. Another dot by Herbert to keep the chains moving. That is Chris Godwin. The 2nd highest wide receiver was superstar Dev. Herbert over the middle, almost getting another 1st down. He is being completely surgical right now. This will be a huge opportunity for the Triple S's to take the lead. Oh, look at the run defense by the front 7. Now they have somebody in the zone. 3rd and inches. Ginormous play. Herbert against the 3-man rush. They have a spy up in case he wants to take off. I don't think he's gonna do it. Oh, they left someone wide open. That's a 1st down. Right up the gut goes Joe Mixon, and the Triple S's take the lead. Now it's Mahomes' turn. You know he's not going out without a fight. First pass is a laser, but his numbers don't look the best. 2 interceptions, no passing touchdowns. If they win this game, you know it's gonna take some magic. Tyreek, the magician. They're gonna settle for the 3, tie this bad boy up. 4-man rush again. Herbert with enough time to throw a dot, barely connecting with his tight end right there. Tucker could make this with ease. All they have to do is not turn the ball over. Great run up the gut. Here it is, Justin Tucker for the win, and it's good. The Triple S's escape with the victory in the 1st game. You knew it was gonna be a thriller, man. Every time the Chiefs and the Chargers, every time Mahomes and Herbert play, it's a good one. Mahomes did not have a good game though. 0 tutties, 2 picks. Herbert had 1 apiece. Run games were relatively held in check. Hopkins, the leading receiver on the day for the Triple S's. Herbert gets them off to a good start in this series. Both defenses were playing pretty well. So the lineup change for both teams happens right now. Cousins is the new starter for the X-Normals. Chubb is going to be RB1 in this game. Curtis Samuel, wide receiver 1. Tyreek and Devontae go down to wide receiver 2 and 4 respectively. Zay Jones at wide receiver 3. Kelsey gonna start at tight end. On defense, Donald and Garrett take a back seat. Hendrickson and Autry gonna start. Chris Jones in the middle. Pat Pete, new CB1. Ward, new CB number 3. And now they have Watt and Parsons at outside linebacker, but no more Derwin at safety. He's gonna take a back seat as well. On the other side, it's Tua leading the way for the Triple S's. JT at running back number 1. Hopkins, wide receiver 1. Lockett gets promoted to wide receiver 3. Waller the Baller gonna start at tight end 1. Goddard behind him. The entire offensive line changes, so no more tackles with abilities. Instead, now they have guards. Quentin Nelson, Zach Martin. Front 7 looks a lot different. Vita Vea, the only guy with abilities. Now they have Grady Jarrett and D-Law, Hassan Reddick and Milano. And then in the secondary, Fuller gets promoted to CB1. Denzel CB3. You have Bates, the new starter at free safety, and Jimmy Ward as strong safety. The X-Normals need to win to avoid the sweep in the series. Here we go in game number 2. X-Normals gonna come out slinging a rock. First play was an incompletion. 2nd down, they're gonna pass it again. This time he's going to Kelsey. Very smart idea. I expect him to get close to double-digit catches and probably around 100 yards with a couple tutties. That's a formula for success. Chubb up the gut, his first carry. Looks explosive. Yeah, this offense is going to be very tough to stop. You had 2 elite X factors. They're just waiting on the bench, and Chubb and Kelsey, they're ready for blood. Okay, they don't wear red for no reason. All right, 3rd down and 4. It's a screen. Cousins Parsons throws it straight into the dirt. You guys know the saying, you're only as strong as your weakest teammate. Well, you're only as strong as your weakest depth trait is what applies in this one. Not the best start for the X-Normals on offense or defense. Amari Cooper making a cornerback miss, picking up a first down. Tua has proven if you give him weapons, he will make you pay. Here comes JT up the gut. The new starter at running back for the Triple S's, getting them a solid gain. But now they have to worry about Parsons and TJ Watt out there. So far, not a problem for Tua in this offense. They pick up another first down. 2nd and 5. Here comes the pressure. Tua over the middle. Intercepted. Ill-advised pass, man. He had to get rid of it. And Patrick Peterson, a normal dev CB, showing he still got it. So the first quarter ends with 2 donuts, both glazed. Okay, the best flavor, you feel me? But there's the X-Normals taking a 10-0 lead, man. They're not trying to go out in a 2-0 sweep, 17-3. Uh-oh. Chubb right by a defender. He's off to the races inside the 10, down at the 3-yard line. What a run. The X-Normals are looking dominant in this game. Kelsey gonna put the icing on the cake. And this series is tied up at 1 apiece. Great performance by the X-Normals. Kirk Cousins only had 5 incompletions, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Meanwhile, Tua had a tough time. 1 pick, no touchdowns for him. JT had less than 3 yards a carry. Nick Chubb had 7. Credit to the O-line for the X-Normals. Remember, they're all normal dev out there blocking like that. Phenomenal game by Kelsey, but now he's headed back to the bench for game number 3, the 3rd and final game of the series. Which team is gonna prevail? At quarterback for the X-Normals, we have, say it with me, Joe Brrr. Leading the way, Jerick McKinnon at RB. Cooper Kupp starting at wide receiver 1. Zay Jones promoted to wide receiver 2. We have Ertz starting at tight end. On the defense, the D-line is back to normal. Garrett and Donald along with BJ Hill. Front 7, same as game 1. Safeties, we have Ufanga and Derwin again. Charvarius at CB2. Big play Slay at CB1. And if you're watching this long, you haven't liked the video yet, man. I'm not gonna lie, that hurts. Jalen gonna start at quarterback for the Triple S's, and he has 2 Cowboys players alongside him. Pollard at RB1, CeeDee Lamb at wide receiver 1, and another Dallas at tight end. Goddard gonna get his first start of the series. O-line's back to normal. Front 7 back to the way it was in game 1. Same with the safeties, Buddha and Simmons, and now Gilmore's at CB1, Denzel's at CB2, Lattimore at CB3. If you still haven't picked a team, it's okay. It's not too late. Do it right now before we get started in game 3. Time to find out who's gonna prevail in the battle of the dev trait combinations. Burrow on the first pass gonna face a blitz, gets rid of it to McKinnon, proving why he deserves a higher dev trait than normal. Now that may have gained 0 yards, but trust me, his teammates saw how hard he was fighting. That sets the tone for the rest of the game. They get a first down in the very next play. Zay Jones, another normal dev, stepping up. They're gonna need that in this game. No more Kelsey, no more Tyreek, man. A brand new batch of starters. Milano, a star dev for whatever reason. That man is one of the best tacklers in the league, and he makes one right there. 2nd down, incomplete. That's Zach Ertz, who has some of the best hands in the league. So that's honestly a little shocking. 3rd and 12. Here comes the blitz, and here comes the dot. There's also a flag. Hold on. It's gonna be roughing the passer. Tack on 15. Tough start for Milano. I was just hyping him up. And the Triple S's bend but not break. Another blitz. Another dot by Burrow. They're inside the 10. Great protection. Once again, Burrow gonna go down. First sack of the game. Hassan Reddick, one of the most underrated players in the league, in my humble opinion. I don't know how he's only star when he almost led the league in sacks. Was just a force of nature all season. Cooper Kupp with his first catch of the game, making it a manageable 3rd down and goal from the 9. Burrow in the shotgun, bunch to the left. Zone coverage on the defense. Burrow to the end zone, incomplete. Look at the poise in which he pulls up into the huddle, man. That man is a leader personified. Jalen Hurts. I'm glad he's the quarterback of my team, but now he's the quarterback of the Triple S's. And he's gonna start off with a handoff. Pollard up the gut, getting the first down. I don't know who I'm rooting for. Obviously, I like Hurts, but there's a lot of Eagles on the X-Normals. I mean, Jason Kelsey, Lane Johnson, and some other players on other teams I like too. I just want to see a good game. We've had a good series so far. superstar. 3rd down and 7. Hurts with nice protection. He's gonna go to his running back, but they're gonna end up punting the ball. Good stop by the X-Normals defense. Alright, gonna take this one slow. It's the last game. We need to see if anything crazy happens. It's only a 3-point ball game, but there's the touchdown. The X-Normals have a 10-0 lead. Not the best start from the Triple S's. They're down 10. 3rd down and 12 in their own territory. This is where Hurts needs to step up and prove why he's a superstar. That's a dot for a 1st down. Amari Cooper, very underrated. Like, people forget how good he is. I think once he left Dallas, you weren't hearing about him a lot, because you hear about Dallas. I mean, they're talked about more than any other football team. They're like the Lakers of football, okay? So when you go to Cleveland, you're just not going to get talked about as much, but he's still very productive. Hurts throws an interception, trying to go back to Amari. X-Normals putting on a clinic. Last game, they showed they can do it with a normal dev QB. Now it's Burrow just dotting up the defense. Touchdown, X-Normal, 17-0. 17-3, heading into half number 2. This one could get out of hand, especially if the Triple S's allow another touchdown. They're down 11 at the start of 4th. Burrow gonna go down. DeMarcus Lawrence, somehow only star dev, but he gets the sack regardless. Do or die right here for the Triple S's. Good job by the defense getting a stop. Now Hurts has to lead them down the field. They're only down 2 touchdowns. Like, it's still a ball game, but they have to move fast right now. No sense of urgency. It just takes the AI too long to start going to the no huddle. 3rd down and 10. 4-man rush again. Hurts to the end zone. Touchdowns. Triple S's refuse to go away. It's a 7-point game. All it takes is 1 or 2 1st downs for the X-Normals, and this game is over. Burrow hands it off to McKinnon on 1st down. 2-minute warning has been reached. Here comes Nick Chubb getting nowhere. That's a star dev D lineman tackling Nick Chubb by himself. Quinnen Williams, who definitely deserves abilities in the next Madden. 3rd down and 5. McKinnon for the 1st down, stays in bounds. And the X-Normals come out on top in this series. Close game, but one team had a win. Burrow had no blemishes, no interceptions. That was the difference maker. That early interception by Jalen is probably why his team ended up losing. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end. This was another fun one to do. Give me any more ideas you have in the comments. I'm gonna miss your big play, Slay. But until next time.
Stunning like I hit the jackpot. He don't wanna catch a fade. I'ma really get him blacked out. He ain't really about that life. Better breathe before you tap. Bop, steady rocking with the stripes. I'ma really get him checked. Everybody getting checks. Everybody getting bags. Will it end? Will it last? Brand new cars going fast.
Please don't say you wanna be friends. In my dreams we play pretend. Maybe I can love you endless, endless, endless.